According to the terms in the expression, the algebraic expressions are given certain names. Okay. Now, how many terms are there in this expression? There are 3 terms. Right. How do we count the number of terms? We count the number of terms. The terms are differentiated by a plus or a minus sign, not by a multiply sign or a divide sign. They are differentiated by a plus or a minus sign. So this is one term, this is another term, and this is the third term. So how many terms are there in this expression? There are 3 terms in this expression, and according to the number of terms, the expressions are given certain names. Now what is a monomial? Monomial is having one term. For example, 4x square y. Binomial, it will have 2 terms. Suppose 4x square y square plus 3x. This is a binomial. What is a trinomial? Trinomial will have 3 terms, as you see here in this above example. This is a trinomial, and more than 3, it is called as a polynomial. If there are more than 3 terms, it is called as a polynomial. Children, I will give you one example where it is simply a monomial, but you will not be able to judge. Suppose you have 3y square upon x. You will count this as one, this as another. No, it is splitted, it is divided by a division sign. I told you we differentiate terms with a plus or a minus sign. So this is only multiply divide here. So this is only one term, hence it is a monomial. Okay. One more example. 3x minus y divided by y. This is what? You can write this as 3x upon y. It is also a monomial because not differentiated by a plus or a minus sign. Now writing the coefficient of the terms. Suppose we have minus 7x square y square. Coefficient we have for the term, not for the expression, not for any factor. We find out coefficient of any factor in the term. Suppose I ask you here coefficient of y square. Coefficient of y square will be minus 7x square. Leaving this factor, whatever remains in the term becomes its coefficient. Okay. If I ask you coefficient of x square, it will be minus 7y square. Means if you leave that factor, whatever remains in the term is known as its coefficient. Coefficient of x square y square, it will be minus 7. Coefficient of x, suppose I ask you coefficient of x. If you remove x from this, what remains? Minus 7. There were 2x, 1 is here. So you are left with 1x and y square. Now one more thing, numerical coefficient. What do you mean by numerical coefficient? Numerical coefficient. Numerical coefficient is the number part only, and the number part carries the sign also. Numerical coefficient is only the number part in this term. So it is minus 7. It will carry the sign also. Suppose there was only x square y square. So what is the numerical coefficient here? If nothing is there, we take as 1. If it was minus x square y square, the coefficient will be minus 1. Nothing is there means 1. So this is how we write the numerical coefficient. Like and unlike terms. You have studied like and unlike terms in fractions also, in decimals also, in ratios also. So here like and unlike terms in algebra, what are they? Same variable part. Same means you don't have to do anything with the sign. You don't have to do anything with the number. Okay, you just have to see their variable part. The variable part should be same, then they are like terms. If it is not same, then they are unlike terms. Suppose you have 3x square and 2y square. This is x square, this is y square. They are unlike. Okay. If you have minus 3xy and you have 2yx, they are like, because minus 3, 2, we are not going to do anything with it. Here also you have x, here also you have x, here also you have y, here also you have y. So they are like terms. The order does not make any difference. You have minus 3x square y and you have minus 2xy. They are again unlike. Why? Because here it is x square and here it is x, here it is y, here it is y. So one factor is missing. यहाँ x square है, यहाँ x है, इसलिए ये unlike है. Okay. Now subtraction. How we do subtraction? I'll take a sum and tell you. I have told you in addition two methods, a horizontal method and arranging them in columns. For subtraction, children, I would tell you that try and follow the horizontal method. That would, with that method, least mistakes will occur. Okay, there are chances of least mistakes. Okay, so let us do one example. 4pq minus 5q square minus 3p square from 5p square plus 3q square minus pq. This expression has to be subtracted from this expression. So from means the second one will be written first. 5p square plus 3q square minus pq, write in bracket, minus this 4pq minus 5q square minus 3p square. Okay. Now open the brackets. 5p square plus 3q square minus pq. Now minus outside the bracket, so the signs inside will change. So minus 4pq plus 5q square plus 3p square. Okay, the signs will change. Now bring the like terms together. 5p square, what will, plus 3p square will come near it, plus 3q square, 5q square will come near it, minus pq and minus 4pq. How easy it has become, right? There are least chances of mistakes here. So 8p square plus 8q square, 5 and 3 8, 5 and 3 8, minus 1 minus 4 minus 5pq, minus 5pq. Okay. Now a word problem on addition and subtraction. What should be subtracted from, an example, what should be subtracted from 2a plus 8b plus 10 to get minus 3a plus 7b plus 16, right? From this, that means let the expression be x. From this 2a plus 8b plus 10 से क्या subtract करें so that you get minus 3a plus 7b plus 16. Okay, so this is minus x, it will go this side and this will come and subtract on this side. So 2a plus 8b plus 10 minus 3a plus 7b plus 16. Keep them in brackets so that you don't make mistakes. 2a plus 8b plus 10. Now minus outside the bracket, so the signs will change. Plus 3a minus 7b minus 16. 2a plus 3a, bring the like terms. 8b minus 7b plus 10 minus 16. 2a plus 3a will give you 5a. 8b minus 7 will give you b, and plus 10 minus 16 will give you minus 6, and this will be the answer. This will be the expression, and after that you can write in the statement form that 5a plus b minus 6 should be subtracted from this to get this. Okay. Now another example. 4 into 2x minus 1 plus 3x plus 11, and the value of x is 2. The value of x is equal to 2. Substitute 4 into, this is 2x, so 2 into 2 minus 1 plus 3x means 3 into 2 plus 11, right? See clearly how did we substitute the values? Now 4, 2 2s is 4 minus 1 plus 3 2s is 6 plus 11. Now 4, no sign means multiplication. If there is no sign between a number and a bracket means multiplication. 4 minus 1 is 3 plus 6 plus 11. Now 4 into 3 is 12 plus 6 plus 11. 12 and 6, 18, 18 and 10, 28, 1, 29 is the final answer. So this is how we find the values of the expression. One more example. Find the expression is another type of example. The expression is 2x square plus x minus a, and the value of the expression here is given. The value of the expression is 5 and the value of x is 0. The value of x is 0. You have to find out the value of another variable, that is a. Value of one variable is given, you have to find another variable, that is a. So substitute 2 into 0 square plus 0 minus a is equal to 5. Now 2 into 0 will give you 0 only, anything multiplied by 0 is 0, plus 0 minus a is equal to 5. 0 plus 0 is 0 only, minus a is equal to 5, implies a is equal to minus 5. So the value of a is minus 5.